Hi, I'm Michael Hoover with Mavi Unlimited Property Management. And what I want to talk to you about now is the change in eviction laws that were passed in 2019. So we traditionally had what we called a 3-day notice or a 3-day demand for rent or possession. In the legal world referred to as a 3-day right to cure. And so for years now, the way this has worked is a tenant would pay their rent or not. And if they didn't pay their rent on time, they would be considered late. At some point, we would put a 3-day demand on their door. The tenant at that point had 3 business days to contact us, make payment arrangements, make full payment or at least partial payment. And if that didn't happen, after a 3-day window, we had the right to send them to our attorneys to start eviction proceedings. So in late 2019, that all changed, and the 3-day right to cure was stretched out to a 10-day right to cure. I would usually tell an owner that an average eviction from start to finish, about 20 to 30 days. If the courts aren't too backed up and the sheriff's department isn't too backed up, that has definitely substantially lengthened with this new law. And so again, if rent is, just as an example, due on the 1st, not late till the 2nd or 3rd, we're going to do our postings for non-payment, the end of that first week. Then we need to wait a full 10 business day period before we can send them to our attorneys for eviction proceedings. So after that 10-day period has come and gone, if the tenant has not made arrangements with us, we will schedule a court date, usually about a week or so, depending on the individual county. After that 10-day period has expired, they'll have a chance to appear before a judge and state their case. After that, we have the option, depending on what the judge has ruled, of working with them on a payment arrangement, finding a way to accept what rent they can. Usually we'll try to involve you as our property owner in this process to say, hey, they owe, let's say, $1,000. They're willing to pay $500 now, the other $500 at the end of the month, or letting it carry over to next week. Are you okay with that? Or we decided to make this decision because it was in your best interest. If the tenant does not make payment arrangements, does not show up to their court date, and we win, that judgment allows us then to send their paperwork to the county sheriff for a physical eviction. At that point, we are 100% at the mercy of how busy the county sheriff happens to be that particular period of time. And so it can take a couple days, it could also take a few weeks. And so start to finish, we are advising homeowners that with this new change from a 3-day right to cure to a 10-day right to cure, adding a minimum of a week onto the eviction process, but more than likely a few weeks. And so what used to be done in 20 to 30 days, realistically is probably stretched into 45 days on average. I'm Michael Hoover with Mavi Unlimited. Thank you so much for the opportunity to manage your rental properties. Hopefully evictions are something that you won't have to face, but if you've been a landlord for long enough, inevitably the topic does come up. Thank you.